s'en va dans l'oubli éternel et constate comme guardia di 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 la luce sera di la sera din din da 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 din da 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 din da di dam din din da 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 din da 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 din da di dam ton là-haut sera ravi les toits à sur noir gris fera clair obscur trouveras tu trouveras effet clair obscur bordé aux peintures trouveras sans.
Hello there, and welcome to today's edition of Video Game Music on Piano. I'm your host, Jer. Everything Horrible, thank you very much for the raid. Everybody, go follow Everything Horrible, at twitch.tv/Everything Horrible, where you can watch the one and only Everything Horrible. Start their routine stream every now and then where they play horror games with a Windows-inspired starting scenes screen. Oh, it's Dustin. Go follow Dustin because I said so. Yeah, that's right. Everybody go follow Dustin at twitch.tv/Everything Horrible. Thank you very much for doing the shout out, Nalani, _Proctor. How's it going, everybody? Hi, I'm Jer, and I play video game music on piano. I apologize for the dishwasher noise in the background. You know, a guy just needs time to do the dishes, and it just seemed to be the best time to do the dishes because I didn't want to run the dishwasher in an apartment building at like 9 or 10 p.m. As you can tell, it's kind of a loud dishwasher. How's it going, everybody? Good evening, Vixen Vina. Good evening, Evil Panda 221. Good evening, I'm you2. Good evening, Everything Horrible. What game were you playing? What horrible game were you playing? Good to see you in the line project. Good to see you, Ava with a B. Good to see you, Seven Castle Forest. The highest quality camera feed of any channel you follow on Twitch. You can't hear the dishwasher. Oh, that's good. That's good, because I can hear it loud and clear. Routine is a space horror game. Nice. Sounds pretty routine. Wow, well, if this is the highest quality camera feed of any stream you've ever seen on Twitch, great, I'll take it. Routine was called, you're getting your butt kicked. Oh, man. Well, I'm sure you'll kick its butt someday. If I go watch my stream, I wonder what the quality looks like. Let's see. Twitch.tv/Jer_Roke. How's it going, Peter Karlov? Good to see you. Thank you very much for the 14 months. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. So if I watch my own Twitch channel, well, I get options up to 1440p. Oh, that's cool. What does that look like? Let me full screen that. Wow, that's pretty rad. Oh, it's like I'm caught in 4K. Yeah, I think people have been saying for a while that they get the 1440p option at my stream. Wow, that looks pretty good. Huh. Nice. For those of you who don't know, I have like a 45-inch TV right here. Like directly in front of me. You really can't hear the dishwasher? Thing's so loud. Man. You hear it now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's going to die out eventually. I don't know how far in the cycle it is, but I started it like half an hour ago, maybe a little bit more than half an hour ago. Yeah. You can hear it now. Okay. Hi, I play video game music on piano. Today is 7/11/2026. Does that mean it's Free Slurpee Day? Or Icy Day? Or whatever? You think 1440p is opened up to more users now? Nice. Yeah, and I think more streamers also. What? 7/11 Day? Yeah, 7/11 Day is Free Slurpee Day. So, if you like free Slurpees, You can go get them today at participating 7-Eleven, Speedway, and Stripe. What the heck is Stripes? 7-Eleven, Speedway, and Stripe stores, where they will give away free small Slurpee drinks. Yeah, that's right. Free small Slurpee drinks. Do you not have a 7-Eleven in Nalani Land? Are there places that don't have 7-Elevens? What? Really? Oh. I had no idea. Also, apparently YouTube doesn't like the fact that I'm streaming in a... Oh, I guess I need to change the resolution for YouTube. Oh well, I'll do that next time, and which means I'll probably forget. 7-Eleven has a Mountain Dew birthday cake flavored Slurpee too. That's awesome. Man, I didn't realize... Man, I thought 7-Eleven was everywhere. Like, they totally have 7-Elevens in Japan, you know? Like 7-Elevens in Japan are like a billion times better than they are here. Nalani, do you also have Come and Go? You have Casey's and a local gas station called Sight. Okay. Casey's, if I remember correctly, they are the competitor to Quick Trip. Or something like that. And there's like a gas station war going on between Quick Trip and Casey. Oh, you never had Come and Go? Okay. Isn't there like a Pump and Dump also? Isn't that another one? 7-Eleven is owned by the Japanese. I had no idea, but that makes a lot of sense. Has 7-Eleven always been owned by Japan? Man, we always had 7-Eleven in Chicago. Although, where's the nearest 7-Eleven? Maps.google.com. Do not show on stream. 7-Eleven. See locations. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven right there. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I'm in between. Yeah, I'm in between like 1, 2, 3. Wow, there's a lot of 7-Elevens near me. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The leverage bought it in the early 90s, then they fully bought it in the 2000s. Okay, because I didn't think, like when I was growing up, we had 7-Eleven, but I never thought of it as a Japanese company. But that's really neat that Japan bought 7-Eleven. I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad for the U.S. economy, but 7-Elevens in Japan, if I remember correctly, are really good. Closest Come and Go is on the way to Iowa City. Nice. Come and Go is all over Wyoming. Now it's Maverick. Gotcha. Guess they came and then they went. All right, today is Saturday, July 11th. In Chicago, it is partly cloudy. It is 78 degrees. It feels like it is 80 degrees. Some of you might have seen some pictures of Chicago that I posted in Discord. High is 81. Low is 69. Nice. Precipitation is 0.05 inches of total rain for the day. Wind is 9 miles per hour from the north. Sunrise is at 5:30. Sunset will be at 8:30. The UV index is low. It's pretty good. Air quality is 48, which is good. Visibility is 10 miles. Humidity is 62%. With a dew point of 64 degrees. Pressure is 30.07 inches of mercury. Pollen was not there. Yeah, pollen was low. All right. In today's gaming news, what's on today's gaming news? Dishwasher. Let's see. We talked about Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I've learned that Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake or whatever is actually like part of a canon storyline. That is, they didn't just fully remake it, but it's also like another take on it that is also canon, which is kind of funny. It's like a meta remake. Apparently, canonically, the Animus itself got a software upgrade, and Resynced is a different group of people accessing the new HD memories like a theme park, rather than a retelling of the 2012 storyline, which is interesting. I don't know many games that have done that aside from like... You know what? Never mind. I will stop that because that would be a spoiler to people that haven't played that game. How's it going, PTW 3 and 5? Good to see you. Good evening, Sarah Mahoney Music. Have a good lurk. God of War 3 is coming out next year. Nice. Nice. Eric MG, did you go to 7-Eleven and get a free Slurpee? You got a taro slushy and air conditioning. Nice. Nice. Yeah, air conditioning is good stuff. Yep, doing pretty well. PTW 315, just, got a haircut, but because you can't tell on stream because I put headphones on, I can't use my joke. Where you guys go, hey, did you get a haircut? And then I say, no, I got them all cut. IMU2 says, God of War 3 is coming out next year because Santa Monica came out and said we'll have a disc version. Really? They leaked the date. Oh, that's funny. It's really funny. For those of you who haven't been following gaming news, Sony is getting rid of disc-based games in 2028. So for those of you that like holding your games in your hand on PlayStation 5, you will be out of luck starting 2028. Is SonglessBot acting up? SonglessBot, why do you leave the stream? SonglessBot, come back. PTW, try one more time. IA2 says next box is no disc either. There's just no announcement for it. I see. So that means that Nintendo is the only system left that has the only system left that has physical media. Pan asks, what was the point of a disc version of PS5? The point of a disc version of PS5, yeah, I think Sony, if I remember correctly, they took a poll during like the early 2020s, looking to see if people would, if they should go no cart or cart, and people said cart or disc, and then they went with the disc. Me2 says Switch 3 or whatever will also not have a cartridge. I mean, yeah, that probably won't be out for another, 7 to 10 years, given the way they're going. Eric MG, the second Cowboy Bebop album, No Disc, is really good. It's not really saying much because all three of the Cowboy Bebop albums, plus the movie album, plus anything else Cowboy Bebop music related is all really good. Let's see, we're less than a month away from when Yasmin will come out for Street Fighter 6, for those of you who follow fighting games. Yeah, right, Eric MG? That's right, it's not actually saying much. In other news, I applied for TwitchCon. Make of it what you will. Not really planning on getting in, but, if I happen to make it to TwitchCon for, performing, hooray. GTA 6 says Force Box for now, unless PlayStation Network. Man, why doesn't GTA 6 just ship on, 5 Blu-rays? Oh, because nobody wants to pay for 5 Blu-rays, including the people who make the Blu-rays. What else? What else do we got? An album I recorded a track on a little over 2 years ago. It is coming out next Friday. I don't have any marketing materials for it, but if you see a Final Fantasy VI album being put out by Mustin, that comes out in about 6 days, I played on one of the tracks. You'll have to listen to figure out which one. Eric MG says, still kicking myself for the time I was outside the room when Yoko Kanno was playing at Otakon when Cowboy Bebop debuted, but didn't know you were missing. You went to hang out with friends instead. It's funny, Eric MG, I have a bootleg MP3 of somebody standing outside the room when Yoko Kanno was playing piano from Otakon at 1999. Forget where I put it. But it's yeah, I have some bootleg piano version of Yoko Kanno playing the Escaflowne theme, and I have no idea where it is. Where is it? I should just look. We'll look for it later. I think it would be fun to play that one. Is it over here? Let's run a search there. Let's run another search here. Let's run... Oh, here it is. Yeah, here you go. One of the MP3s I downloaded way back in the day. Eric MG, this is what you were missing out on. And, you know, it'd be really funny if one of the noises that were captured in the recording were actually made by Eric MG. I would laugh really hard at that, because that would be kind of sad. Still salty about the Square Enix concert at this year's Otakon. One's in chat if you are going to Otakon. Anybody? I'll let that question keep hanging while I play the next song. Again, one's in chat if you're going to Otakon. That was Bonds of Sea and Fire from Xenogears, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Thank you very much for the request. I'm you too. Great tune. Great tune. I realized that I was talking about Otacon, and some of you might have no idea what Otacon even is. So, I'm going to show you this brief clip from Metal Gear Solid, which will explain, which I think will explain what Otacon is.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Let me,
Right.
let's see. This is from the game Metal Gear Solid. Is that showing? Okay, all right.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile.
on.
You telling me you didn't know?
How long is this scene?
They're gonna put a dismantled
Part where
warhead
he
into
talks
Metal
about-
Gear?
So you really didn't know?
You knew?
No. Developed for the SDIs to 8
okay,
missiles.
attack this. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not all I think.
Developer
Okay,
launched
yep,
the tech through
yep,
the
yep,
6th.
Yep, mm-hmm.
I used to
right.
Run this base. Where's...
From the
Okay,
start.
yep, doing that. Okay.
My right, my duty.
Just slow...
Okay.
Try to escape.
behind. Sure, she's by herself.
You're not in pain, are you?
Is it here?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
Jeez.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
That's right. So for those of you who are wondering what Otacon is, I'm going to play that snippet again. Be sure to take it all in so that you know what Otacon is all about.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make...
I think that quote's a little different, actually. I think this is the remake, but the actual PlayStation 1 version, I'm pretty sure he says Japanese anime. But I just want to make sure.
What did she look like?
You're strange.
Okay, this one says it's
I'm a little
PS1.
nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
All right. Maybe I misremembered.
Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes.
That's
Really,
what I remember
it's
him
true.
saying. Okay.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right.
So anyway, if you like Japanimation or Japanese anime or Japanese cartoons, a place like Otakon might be the place for you. That's right, Eric MG. Otakon is the largest anime convention on the East Coast. And then I believe the largest one in the Midwest, I think, is still Anime Central, and I think the largest one on the West Coast is Anime Expo. Of those three, I do not know which one is the largest. Yeah, I think the second largest one in the Midwest is Youmacon, maybe? Either that or Ohayocon. But for those of you who are still into the anime convention scene, feel free to talk all about anime. I used to play music for a band that would play at anime conventions. Eric MG says, Anime Expo, I think, is the largest. Also, everybody go follow Gene, because I said so. Alright. Final Fantasy VI, Devil's Lab. Oh. If you like video games, go follow Gene. It's a pretty simple decision. Beastlands, tell me how you feel about all the about the extremely convoluted plot of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. right, that was Devil's Lab from Final Fantasy VI, composed by the one and only Nobuo Uematsu. Thank you very much for the request, Peter Korlov. Great song. You're good, Soft Guitar. I actually had the volume up way too loud because we were listening to Otacon talk about Japanese anime. Have fun, Hyrule Dragon. And Soft Guitar, thank you very much for the 31 months. That's 5 months away till 3 years. Wow. It's been a long time. Also, go Cubs, I guess. I don't know if the Cubs are doing well today or even if they're playing today, but go Cubs. Cubs are 2-2. Cubs score. All right, Cubs are currently playing the Cincinnati Reds. Tied 2-2. We're at the top of the 6th. Looks like the Reds scored 2 at the bottom of the 4th, and the Cubs scored 1 each at the top of the 5th and the 6th. Come on, Cubs. One's in chat if you know who Steve Bartman is. While we're talking about the Cubs here. No? Nope, nobody? All right. Here's a bit of Chicago lore. I'll let the YouTube video speak for itself. Yeah.
Again in the air, down the left field line. Alou reaching into the stands and couldn't get it, and he's riddled with a fan.
That's awfully close to fan interference right there. The umpire's all over it. The umpire right down there, Mike Everett's on the play. If Alou has to reach into the stands, it's fair game for the fans to catch the ball. If the fan reaches out over the field, then it can be ruled fan interference. That is very, very close.
I Me Too says, did you not see the play after this? I did not. I remember having this game on in the background while I was like doing stuff at the computer, and I totally saw this happen while it happened. Gonzo failed to convert a literally normal double play. Oh man, it would have ended the inning. Oh geez. And I Me Too, I think people would be a little shook after something like that. If I remember my Cubs lore correctly, the Chicago Cubs has since apologized to Steve Bartman because he, for a very long time, was the most hated person in Chicago, at least the north side of Chicago. What's this?
It may be the most talked about ball in all of baseball, the one that changed Cubs fan Steve Bartman's life forever. Many thought he interfered with the game and doomed the Cubs' World Series chances. But today, Bartman and the Cubs moved to put it in the past. Here's CBS 2's Dana Kozlov with reaction from fans, including the man who could have been Bartman.
The thrilling, historic Cubs World Series win is one fans won't ever forget. It helped erase this.
He's riddled with a fan.
The moment lifelong fan Steve Bartman reached for and deflected a potentially playable foul ball in the 2003 National League Championship Series at Wrigley Field. The Cubs were just 5 outs from getting to the World Series, but collapsed. Bartman vilified. But flash forward 14 years, and Bartman is now the proud and humble recipient of a Cubs World Series ring.
About him getting a ring, I mean, I think it's great.
Chicagoan Pat Looney has a unique perspective. He was just feet from Bartman and went for that ball, too.
I was following the ball, and as the ball was coming down, and I was reaching for it, at the same time, I seen his glove come up, and I was just like, oh, my God.
That's Looney in the gray. He still believes Bartman did nothing wrong.
Bartman, all he did was stick his arms out, you know, so it's crazy the abuse he's gotten for these last 14 years.
Cubs brass say they're honored to give Bartman the ring, adding, we hope this provides closure on an unfortunate chapter. Bartman says he's deeply moved and sincerely grateful and hopes it will be the start of an important healing and reconciliation process for all involved. Most fans, but arguably not all, hope so too.
God bless them. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Do you think most people feel like you do?
No.
It shows a forgiveness, and we won the World Series now, so hey, all is forgiven.
There was a charity event here at Wrigley Field tonight, and this was definitely on the minds of many fans. Now, Steve Barton has never publicly spoken about that 2003 incident, and despite his very sincere and heartfelt statement today, he doesn't plan to. Live outside Wrigley Field, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News. Erica.
Wow, what an amazing, gracious step by the Cubs to extend this ring to him, Dana.
And
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Put it all behind them.
Right, exactly. All right.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't on him. Like absolutely. Oh, geez. All right. One's in chat if you know about the Billy Goat curse. All right, we got 2 ones. We have 3 ones. Let's see, we have 3 ones, and then when I look at the viewer count on Twitch, we have 35 viewers. Okay, all right. So 3 out of 35 is less than 10%. All right. Which one of these videos gives the best description about the Cubs curse, about the Billy Goat curse? Let's see. 3 minutes, 337K views. Chris Billy Goat. Let's try the first one. All right.
All right, the Chicago Cubs, for one, I do not believe are cursed. But there's a lot of evidence, if you are a kind of person who believes in curses, to support your opinion that they might be. I'll tell you a little bit about the curse of the Billy Goat, which is the supposed curse on the Chicago Cubs. There was a tavern owner named William Sionis. He owned this place called the Lincoln Tavern. There was a truck that drove by, a goat falls off the truck and wanders into his tavern. Well, he loved this thing so much. He named it Murphy. It was his pet. It was like his best friend. He loved it so much he changed the name of the tavern to the Billy Goat Tavern. So William Sionis was this huge Cub fan, and he wanted to bring the goat to a World Series game in 1945. He even bought it a ticket. P.K. Wrigley, the guy who owned the Cubs at the time, looks down and he sees this guy trying to bring a barn animal into a baseball game. And he says, tell that guy to get the goat out of here. The goat stinks. An usher goes down, stops William Sionis and the goat, and he says, you got to get that goat out of here. Mr. Wrigley says, it stinks. William Sionis says to the guy, it's not my goat that stinks, it's the Cubs that stink, and they're never gonna win anything. I put a curse on the Cubs. The Cubs lose the series against the Detroit Tigers. They don't go for another 71 years. 1969. Cubs are best team in baseball. Looks like they're gonna go all the way. They go to Shea Stadium to face the New York Mets for a 2-game series in September. The captain of the team, Ron Santo, third baseman, known for clicking his heels when they win, standing in the on-deck circle ready to bat, and a black cat comes out of nowhere and runs across his legs and into the Cubs dugout. Cubs lose that series, and they go on to lose 8 straight and tank. Now, in 1984, we play a 5-game series for the National League Championship Series against San Diego Padres. The last game of that series, they're ahead of the San Diego Padres going into the last inning. While they were about to run out onto the field, somebody knocks the Gatorade jug over, and it lands on Leon Durham, the first baseman's mitt, and it gets it all wet. So Leon Durham goes into the field with this wet mitt, and a ball comes his way. He's playing first base, and it's an easy out. Should have been a bang-bang play. He misses it. It goes right through his legs. So 2003, which also happens to be the Chinese Year of the Goat, we were 5 outs away from going to the World Series. 5 outs away, and the Bartman incident happens. Mark Pryor's on the hill, hits a foul ball, and a bunch of fans go for it. At the same time, the outfielder, Moises Alou, the left fielder, he's going up for it. And the fans reach over, and he's there. I mean, it's a foul ball. It's not a big deal. That should have been it. But Moises Alou, the ball falls away, the fans grab it, and the TV keeps panning to this guy, this little lonely dude named Steve Bartman sitting there. He wasn't the only fan going for the ball, you know? And they say, basically, well, like, this guy did it. You know, this guy, because the next play, what happens is it's a ground ball, a simple routine ground ball to Alex Gonzalez, this shortstop, and he bobbles it. Now everybody starts thinking, it's this guy. If he only didn't change our luck. They literally turned Steve Bartman into a scapegoat. Last year, we're in the playoffs. We hit the Mets again, the dreaded Mets. They have this player that just started to light up on us. That guy's name was Daniel Murphy. The GOAT's name was Murphy. So it's all those little parallels. If you connect the dots, yeah, you can craft this amazing story of a curse. Flash forward to 2016, we're looking to the future. I think the culture of the fans, management, the ownership has put the past in the past. They've done a great job of looking forward. Whether you believe in curses or not, we're built to win. And I mean, as a Cub fan, that's such a special thing for me to think that, like, I'll get to see more of this.
Anyway, there you go. There's your bit of Chicago lore. Yeah. Go Cubs. All right. Zealous says, that's a lot of curses. Zealous, I think it's one curse with a lot of incidents. That you know, help reinforce the idea that this curse was actually a thing. All right, that was Mount Cult from Final Fantasy VI, composed by Nobuo Uematsu. Thank you very much for the request, PTW315. How's it going, Huma? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I see that Dare_Inder_Indar_Indarin has requested to bump up Gangplank Galleon by 3, so So it's been said, so it shall be done. And thus it has been done. All right. Next up, we have a request from Gene for Gangplank Galleon. Here we go. Man, do any other sports teams have curses? Because that, like, Cubs curse is, you know, it's pretty legendary. Alright, that was the one and only Gangplank Galleon from Donkey Kong Country, composed by David Wise. Thank you very much for the request. Oh, hi, it's Gene. Great tune. Great tune. Alright, let's see. For curses, let's see. The Red Sox had a curse on the Cardinals. Oh yes, the Curse of the Bambino. I forget which one that is, but whenever I think about the Great Bambino, I think about the movie The Sandlot, where they talk about the Great Bambino. Soft Guitar says the score is 3-3. Oh, come on. Come on. Soft Guitar, which number is the Cubs? The first one or the second one? PTW, I don't know that song, unfortunately. How's it going, Blue? Good to see you. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. I'm Dark Phoenix 12. I'm glad you like the music. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I mean, like, when you say the score, you know, earlier was like, what, 3-2? Which number was the Cubs and which number was the other team? That's what I mean. What, like, is Cubs first or is Cubs second? Okay, got it. Thank you. I do not always know the conventions around this sort of thing. All right. Next up, we have a request from Evil Panda 221 for Snaky Chanty from Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, which is basically the same song, just in a different style. Kind of, not really. Oh, it's Home Then Away? Oh, okay, so that means there's a Cubs game, like... Okay, alright. I'll make sure to not drive in that direction should I leave this apartment. Wait a second. Nope. Alright, that was Snaky Chanty from Donkey Kong Country 2. Thank you very much for the request, Evil Panda 221. The Cubs are away now? Okay, what did PTW... Oh, PTW linked the song. Okay, I will check that out later. Soft Guitar and IMU 2, what's your take on who's going to win the Cubs game? You put it in DC. Got it, thanks. Thanks. All right. All right. I'm you too. What's up on today's World Cup madness? Anything fun going on? England won against Norway? Norway lot. Darn. How's it going, Omen in the kitchen? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the follow. Why do you want Argentina to lose? What did Argentina do to you? I'll talk no game. Tomorrow should be a normal morning stream. That'll hopefully start at 10 a.m. Central. Hopefully. Part of Eric says, I'm picking the cube, but that is a guess, and I haven't been following the game. Or really baseball in general. Gotcha. Oh, Cubs. Go Cubs. Yeah. Cubs, historically, don't win, but go Cubs. I'll talk the game. Says Argentina is annoying to hear about over and over and over. Why is Argentina being talked about over and over and over? PT Davis says Argentina fans have said quite racist stuff about Brazil and your ex hates them. I see. Man, I just had to kick somebody like 10 minutes ago for a racist term in chat. Because Messi. Okay. Okay, Argentina. Okay. Good to know. All right. Well, I don't know much about the World Cup, but go whichever team you want to win. Kuma says PTW is tired of the sports announcer calling his room messy and implying that he needs to clean. Part of Eric says history from history. I'm sticking with my guess of a pick. Yeah, that's right. Go Cubs. That's right. Part of Eric. Absolutely. Dr. asks who's winning the World Cup. I don't know. I have no idea who's winning the World Cup. Is it like at 150 cc's? Anyway. All right, this is The Wide, Wide Ocean from Mario Party. Since this is off of ninsheetmusic.org, it might take me a while to figure out what's going on. Alright, that was Mario Party, The Wide, Wide Ocean, from composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Thank you very much for the request. On Dragmaster X underscore. How's it going, Neptune Music? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hexcat, Felden Kane, Phoenix 11, or Phoenix underscore rising. Hope you're doing well. That's right, everybody go follow the one and only Neptune Music, who streams at twitch.tv/Neptune Music, where you can watch Neptune Music play the legendary music of video games and more, live at the Neptune Theater on the planet of Neptune. And hi, I'm JR. I play video game music on piano. It's pretty much the gist of it. All the Beastlant013 requested Carry On Wayward Son. So I guess sometimes I do a little bit more than video game music. How's it going, Pinecone? How's it going, Soul Intuition? Neptune, let me know if there's anything you'd like to hear, and I'll bump it up for you. Oh. Hey, Cubs got a home run. Sweet. Sweet. Talk No Game says this organist doesn't know what the 7th inning stretch is. I mean, you're not wrong. I just know that you stretch at some point. Yeah. I'll Talk No Game says the home run music is like Lil Wayne or something. Oh, man. Is that what they play these days? Man, if I were like a baseball organist, I would totally like play like video game music. But I think all of you knew that already. Me2 says you're just talking about you on my channel. Neptune Music says you're just talking about you on my channel. Oh man. What were you talking, or who are you talking about, and what did you say? Yeah. Alright. Beastlance wants to hear Carry On Wayward Son. Let me pull that up while Neptune Music ponders if Neptune Music wants to request anything. Soft Guitar says the Padres organist plays Persona 5. Seriously? Tell me the Padres organist goes like, I don't know, like, where's my scene button? Or goes, probably not that one. Something like that. Well, I guess while we're looking at sports, let's check out the Padres organist. Padres organ persona. None of these search results say they're of Persona music. You don't know if it's on YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay. Dang. That's pretty rad. Wow. Oh, jeez. POV, I slowly realized that the Padres organist is playing a Persona song during a sold-out game. Wow.
posting throughout the game, and you can see your photo right up there on that big board.
Best ad I've ever seen to get Padres tickets. Wow, dang. Okay, alright. Who is that guy? I don't know. It says he's a Padres DJ and music producer and a JRPG gamer in San Diego. That's what his profile says. Follow him on Instagram, Bobby Cressy. I will have to follow that guy. That's pretty rad. More people should play video game music at normal or non-video game related things. I think that's the way to go. Just make the music normal. Yeah, maybe Pinecone, maybe. Yeah. He recently played Lost Woods from Ocarina of Wow. This guy has like one of my dream jobs. What the heck? Just like playing incidental music for like an event. And sneaking video game music in there. Wow. Man. I don't know what you're talking about. Ceremony says, I bet Jer snuck in video game VGM at church. So that's absolutely right. I totally snuck in lots and lots of VGM at church. I remember one time a woman came up to me after church and asked me, what was that song you played? You played at the beginning of church. I recognized it, but I couldn't get it, and I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, it's a song from this game called Super Mario Galaxy. It's called Gusty Garden Galaxy. She's like, oh, okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense. My son was like stuck at this flower level where you like hold on to flowers and spin to different plants. I'm like, yeah, that's the one. That's definitely the level. Yeah. BTW says, become the organist for the Cubs. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Greg Piano Bar says, sneaking VGM to otherwise very serious gigs is my favorite pastime. Me too, Greg's Piano Bar. Me too. Hyrule says, Lost Ones from Ocarina of Time's great, but what about A Link to the Past? How do you do that? I don't know how it goes. Ceremony says, just call it Super Mario Heaven. I think that's a good name for it. Absolutely. PTV says, play versus Marks at a church next time and see what happens. I think I'd be more likely to play, I'd be more likely to play that than versus Marks. I'd be more likely to play Meta Knight's Revenge than versus Marks. Can you tell how I feel about versus Marks? Safdar says, I think New York hates the Cubs with all the challenges. What are you talking about? Do teams challenge each other, like, in different ways or something? All right, Beastlance wants to hear Carry On Wayward Son. I'm going to sight read this. Hopefully I do an okay job. play that one again, B-Slants. Welcome, Painted Keys. Thank you for the raid and for bringing your community over. Seeing the words painted immediately made me think of E33. So, yeah, thank you for the raid. Hi, I'm Jared. I play video game music on piano. Thank you again for bringing your community over. Good to see you. And feel free to request a song if you'd like. That's right, for those who come after. Good to see you, Janj. All right, back to Carry On Wayward Son. I will try to find music. That was Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas, by the great state of Kansas. Thank you very much for the request, bslants013. All right, let me see if I can find music for this Light of the Seven from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, let's see. Okay, all right. Looks sight readable. Okay. All right, let's try this out. Play a little slower. All right, that was Light of the Seven from Game of Thrones, composed by Ramin Djawadi. Thank you very much for the raid and for bringing your community over. Painted _keys. That's a nice song. I like it a lot. Very good. Thank you for introducing me to that. I have never seen the TV show Game of Thrones. I hear it's pretty good though. I know it's got that song that's like. Something like that. How's it going, Felden Kane? Hope you're doing well. Greg's Piano Bar says Game of Thrones has very little memorable music. Well, it is like a multi-season show, so like, you know, I'm sure some of the music is, you know, like when you have so much music, like, you know, only so many songs can really stand out. You play both of them yourself on piano? That's awesome. That's awesome. Painted _keys. Yeah. Also, like the style of like movie soundtracks and TV shows has like been more like not as melodic for the past like 26 years. So, you know, maybe in like another 30 years they're gonna bring back melody, but you know, just how the styles have been. Also, everyone go follow the one and only Sarah Mahoney Music at twitch.tv/Sarah Mahoney Music. You can watch Sarah Mahoney Music play lots and lots of pop rock from on Monday through Thursday in the evenings. Super awesome streamer. Have a good look. All right. Who might ask, Felding, did you bring leftovers? Nice. Very nice. All right. Next up, we have a request from F7 Phoenix X for Greenbird from Cowboy Bebop. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Oh, thanks, Painted Keys. It was just a lot. It just takes years of breeding, but yeah. Thanks. I do a bit of both. I wish my ear was better. Whenever I transcribe something, I have to like write it down really quick because I'm gonna like forget what I heard really, really quickly, and then it takes me a while to like get into the zone where I start actually recognizing like pitches and intervals. I'll Talk The Game says there's a GOT intro made with cat meows on YouTube that I can't unhear. Wow. Well, sorry, I'll talk no game. Okay, that's pretty good. How's it going, Luna Seer? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ceremony Music says the cats didn't quite get those triplets, but A for effort. Yeah, absolutely. Good try, cat. I think that video was made with auto-tune and somebody copying and pasting a video of a cat meowing. Rather than cat piano. Also, like, that sounded pretty cool. Fun stuff. All right, here's Greenbird, requested by F7 Phoenix X. All right, that was Greenbird from Cowboy Bebop, composed by the one and only Yoko Kanno. Thank you very much for the request, F7 Phoenix X. Painted Keys, if you'd like to request another song, please use the unlisted song redeem that is available to you for the low price of 500 channel points. Or rate again, or something, yeah. I don't know if I know Bluebird. I know it's not on the song list, so if there's like good sheet music for it and it's not too hard, I might be able to read it. All right, next up we have a request from F7 Phoenix X for 2 Xanarkand from Final Fantasy X. Man, streaming on Saturday night is weird. I don't know if I'd describe how it feels. It just feels like, I don't know. It feels like I have energy. That's what it feels like. Alright, that was 2 Xanarkand from Final Fantasy X, the song where Titus tells you about his story. Thank you very much for the request, F7 Phoenix X. That was composed by Nobuo Uematsu. Greg's Piano Bar says, okay, just had this image pop into my head. We're at the final battle stadium, and Jack whips out the guitar and sings "Carry On My Wayward Son." That would be a totally rad scene in the game. I am all for that. Yeah, it's a fantastic melody. There's a version of the song called I forget. There's a version of the song called this one? Nope, it's not that one. Is it a fleeting dream? No, never mind. It's a different song. Never mind. But great soundtrack. I remember being a little nervous about it because it was the first Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy I where the soundtrack wasn't fully composed by Nobuo Uematsu. And I think just hearing it done like in a different style kind of concerned me. And I didn't really know what to make of it, but I think over time I've come to appreciate the music of Final Fantasy X. It's very different from the other Final Fantasies, but it's also really good. All right, Huma wants to hear Zelbest from Chrono Cross. Is that the one that's like... Yeah, it is. Okay. No, jeez. Well, good luck me. What a weird song. Hold on. Yeah, right, Zeolus. Let me listen to this with the music. Yeah, it's all the syncopation. That's like, hold on. I agree, Greg's Piano Bar. All right, that was Zelvis from Chrono Cross with a little bit of Specchio snuck in. Thank you very much for the request, Huma. That was composed by the one and only Yasunori Mitsuda. Great tune. Great tune. All right, next up we have a request from PTW315 for Zombies on Your Lawn. PTW, I'm incredibly sorry. I don't have a way to get you zombies. Also, I don't know where you live, so I don't know if even if I did have zombies that I could get them to your lawn. How's it going, DJ Lost Latino? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Everybody go follow DJ Lost Latino so that you can help find him. Awesome DJ. Met him at SakuraCon last year. Cool guy. Very cool guy. Go check his stream out. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. Don't want zombies on the lawn. I know your type, tall, dark, and dead. You want to die biting by the petals off my head and eat the brains off the ones who planted me here. I'm just a sunflower, but see me power an entire infantry. You like the taste of brains, we don't like zombies. I used to play football. Road cones protect my head. I have a screen door shield. We are the undead. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on the lawn. Maybe it's time to reevaluate. I know you have a lot of food on your plate. Brains are quite rich in cholesterol. You're dead, so it doesn't matter. Instead, we'll use the solar power to make a lawn defense at any hour. I like your tricycle. There's butter on my head. I'm gonna eat your brains. We are the undead. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on the lawn. That was Plant Zombies on Your Lawn from Plants vs. Zombies, composed by the one and only Laura Shigihara. Thank you very much for the request, PTW315. Great song. All Talk No Game wanted a zombie voice. Brains. Yeah, there we go. Itchy, tasty. All right. Next up, we have a request from Hyrule Dragon _UDIC for Dark World. I don't remember what the zombie voices sound like in the game, but it's a really fun song. All right, here is Dark World from Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Requested by HyroDragon_UDIC. What? What's the score? Alright, that was Dark World from The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, composed by Koji Kondo. Thank you very much for the request, HyroDragon_UDIC. Great tune. Plakio says, oh, how's it going, Plakio? Good to see you. Watch World Cup working your Inferior cosplay. Nice, awesome. Bloodborne Hunter, that's rad. Very good. Probably got to play that game someday. It's funny because I have it and I just haven't played it. Dark World series. Nice. Yeah, Pinecone, it's the theme that plays for all the night games. Alright, Teldar wants to hear Secret of the Forest. Here is Secret of the Forest. Ah, that's a bad start. All right, that was Secret of the Forest from Chrono Trigger, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Thank you very much for the request, Taladar. I'm going to bump Painted Keys song up by 3, or up by 2. Painted Keys have been waiting a while and rated very kindly. And I'll try to look for sheet music for that song. All right, next up, that's right. Yeah, I'll talk no game. Just so you know, Nightbot talks more when people aren't talking. The timer settings are something like, let me see, dashboard, timers. Let's see, the Discord is every 30 minutes, and if there have been at least 2 lines or more of chat. Oh, I see. It goes, okay, so it doesn't go if people aren't talking. Okay, I see. Yeah, every 30 minutes and 2 lines. Follows every 50 minutes and 5 lines. Schedules every hour and 2 lines. Social links are every 45 minutes and 2 lines. I wonder if there's like an optimal way to if there's like an optimal timer for that. I have no idea. All right, next up is Woody Woods. No relation to Toy Story. Speaking of Toy Story, I just learned that Tom Hanks has a brother that looks and sounds like Tom Hanks. And his name is Jim Hanks. And he sounds so similar to Tom Hanks that, if Tom Hanks isn't available to record the voice of Woody for something, that Jim Hanks ends up recording it. Did any of you know that? Because I had no idea. I think it's really funny. What a coincidence. Kind of. I'm going to listen to this song really quickly because I do not remember how it goes. Eldar says, so that this year, most of the promotional stuff, they grabbed Jim. Yeah. How weird is that? Oh, it's this song. Okay. I remember this now. All right, that's Woody Woods from Mario Party 3. Thank you very much for the request. Dragonmaster X _. Man, yeah. Check this out.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. You're my favorite deputy. You're my favorite deputy. There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky.
Isn't that wild? Like,
You came out. So. Did I get everything on the list? I got
right
the
here,
toys,
not
theme
not
park.
Tom
Like,
Hanks.
your career is extensive with Woody.
I did
So what's
one.
this?
Man, X case defy.
Really?
Well, is Woody never talked?
Anyway, all right. Jim.
I have seen what it's like. You know, I've hung out with the absolute pinnacle of, you know, somebody who's famous pretty much every square inch of this planet. Hey, there it is. There's Tom right there. Hi, I'm Tom Hanks. I've traveled with Tom and stuff like that, and I see the crap that he goes through. And he's incredibly gracious about it. I mean, it's mind-blowing. But not being able to go to 3rd Street Promenade without getting mobbed, that's,
Yeah. Sounds just like Tom. Anyway. All right, let me see if I can find music for this this Naruto song. Oh, let's see. Naruto, Bluebird, sheet music. Do I know about Gallagher's brother? I do not know about Gallagher's brother. Please tell me about Gallagher's brother. Oh, it's on Sheet Music Plus, really? Oh wait, let me see. Yeah, please tell me all about Gallagher's brother. Okay, I'm seeing easier arrangements and I'm seeing harder arrangements. I wonder which one I should try. Where is music? Let's see. Let's try. See, I'll talk the game says in the early 1990s, Gallagher's younger brother Ron, who shares a strong likeness to Leo. Let's see. It's permission to perform shows with his routine. They clarify who it is. Oh, that's really neat. I'll talk no game. I had no idea. Let's see, solo flute, solo piano. It's filtered by piano. Can I filter by solo piano? Solo piano. There we go. Apply. Oh, this must be a really popular song. How's it going, Slam Eat Fist? Thank you very much for the 42 months. Wow.
Hi, Joe. Thank you
for
the
thank you.
42 months I've been subscribed to you, and also for the decades of practice prior to that which built the foundation of the stream.
Wow, that's that means a lot. Thank you. Let's try. Oh, that one's hard to read. Let's do. Oh, there's an official one. Maybe, wait, that doesn't look official. Why does it say it's official? I'm trying to find one that's like just the right amount of complex. Well, that's too complex. That's not readable. Let's do this one. Looks alright. Or it's not. Let's go with the easy one. All right. Let's try this out. Oh my god, does MuseScore try to like... MuseScore, I want actual pages. Can you just give me pages? Like, not like a single scrolling thing? Oh my god, MuseScore. MuseScore, your app is getting worse. Find a different one. Let's see. Minecone says, I thought this was on very good leech. Really? Let's find out. Very good leech. Let's see, Naruto. Does that site really not have any Naruto? What? There's no way we have no Naruto. What? That can't be right. Alright, I'm going to keep looking for a better version of the song. Hold on. What's this one look like? Not cleanly written. What's this one look like? Might be doable. Let's see. Something kind of like that. Man, is there really no well-written music for this song? Sounds like a fun song. It's just having trouble finding something I want to read. Let me just listen to the original really quick. Blue Bird Naruto. Sounds exactly like I thought it'd sound like. part again. Okay, I think I kind of get the gist of it. All right, one more time. Alright, that was Bluebird from Naruto, composed by Ikimono Gakari. Thank you very much for the request, painted_keys. Alright, Soft Guitar says Cubs win. I think that was like 15 minutes ago. Cubs win, hooray, go Cubs. How's it going, Korahor? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Alright, next up we have a request from Soft Guitar for... Who am I? Nobody wants to hear that. Alright, that was Good Egg Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. Thank you very much for the request, Soft Guitar. Those were composed by Koji Kondo. And some stuff by Mahito Yokota. Alright, next up we have a request from Dare_Inder_Darren for Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger. Alright, that was Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger, composed by the one and only Yasunori Mitsuda. Thank you very much for the request, Dare_Inder_Darren. Also, everybody go follow the one and only Gibson Lens at twitch.tv/Gibson Lens, where you can watch Gibson Lens play the music of legendary composer Bert Chang and also give rad movie reviews. Tell me about Nobody. How's it going, Billy Rivers? Billy Rivers asks, what game has better music, Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger? I don't think there's a good answer for that. They're they're both the best game soundtracks in the world, and have very different styles of music that makes it incredibly difficult to actually compare them. Yeah, they're both two of my favorite video game soundtracks. That's right. That's right. Yes, yes. Everybody who composes music on piano just arranges piano music because all the notes are written down beforehand. That's right. All right. Gene wants to hear Shala's theme. Let me pull up Shala's theme, also known as Sarah's theme in Japan. I think I'll add... Oh, we have one more slot. Okay, that's fine. All right, here's Shala's theme from Chrono Trigger. Oh, close enough. Alright, that was Shala's theme from Chrono Trigger, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Thank you very much for the request, Gene, and thank you very much for the kind words, Korihor. Thank you. Alright, we have 2 songs left in the queue. This next song is the main title from Wave Race 64. Also, just to entertain Billy Rivers and myself, I'm going to put up a poll. Let's answer his question. Have fun, everybody. Huma says Sweden and Argentina are tied. Which is sweeter, sugar? Alright, Wave Race. Alright, that was the main title from Wave Race 64, composed by Kazumi Totaka. Thank you very much for the request. All talk, no game. Super fun song. Oh Hi, It's Gene has a very interesting question, and he's going to hate my answer. Oh Hi, It's Gene asks, do you think Claire Obscure's soundtrack will be held with the same reverence in the future as Chrono Trigger / Final Fantasy VI? So, in order to answer this question, we need to answer how revered are Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI in the world of video game music. Among people that grew up with video games, and specifically those who played Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, Claire Obscure is, those soundtracks are extremely highly revered. But I think that as gaming expanded, as games like Final Fantasy VII brought in more and more types of gamers, and then games started getting better and better graphics, with like the Xbox and the PlayStation, and then like PS3, 4, 5. I think they brought in even more and more of many different kinds of gamers, who all many of whom appreciate video game music. And then there are separate tracks for Nintendo and a separate track for PC gaming. You know, let's keep in mind that Baba Yetu won a Grammy. So do I think Clair Obscur will be held with the same reverence in the future as Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI is held by specifically those in the video game music scene and those who grew up playing Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI? I would argue that Clair Obscur is already much more highly revered than both of those soundtracks. I think the game had a lot more reach than Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, especially in today's day and age. I think that... Yeah, I think the fact that there was like a concert tour for it that so did really well, and was just for that game alone, was pretty great. Chrono Trigger just now, after like 30 years, is finally getting its own concert tour. And there are concerts for it in shows for it in New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. And that's after 30 years, mind you, that maybe Square Enix thinks that it's worth doing a concert tour for Chrono Trigger, and they're only hitting up 3 cities, whereas Clair Obscur did a total European tour. Final Fantasy VI, lots of people love the music for Final Fantasy VI. I love the music for Final Fantasy VI. I think it has one of the best leitmotif-based soundtracks, where you have all these themes for all these characters and all these other things going on, and they all combine together and tell the story in many different ways. I think it's a very wonderful soundtrack. I think that, I think that specifically the video game music scene, it's bread and butter. I think the bread and butter of the video game music is one of 3 things. All right, it's either Nintendo jazz, Japanese RPG music, or like Nintendo and like chiptune and all that stuff. It's usually one of those 3 things. Anything else is like kind of obscure, and I'm only just rambling this off the top of my head, so this isn't fully well thought out. So within the VGM scene, like those 3 tracks are like, I think foundational. There's some crossovers, like Persona has the jazz with the JRPG stuff going on. But I think Clair Obscur has like fully surpassed it. Maybe if Square Enix remade Final Fantasy VI or something, but then maybe 2 people would buy it. Okay, 200 people would buy it. Mewtwo says, I think you can only compare Final Fantasy and E33. I think that's true. I think those are comparable. See, like, when I first started working at GameStop, right? I think this was like the 2006, 2007. And it's like, oh man, I get to like talk to people about Capcom games and talk to people about like Final Fantasy, and well, nobody cared about those games. All everyone cared about during those times were like Halo, Call of Duty, Madden, and whatever Nintendo put out. That's right, Madden and Call of Duty. Yeah. Oh, and GTA, right? So like this idea, this very loud bubble of like, the gaming scene as the people that grew up in the 90s and hopped on the internet know it, which, I am one of those people. I think it's a very small representation of like all the gamers out there, all the people that play video games and care enough to care about video game music and all these other things. And I think it's really easy for us to forget that or not even realize it. So I would say that E33 is way bigger. I think Final Fantasy VII is arguably bigger than E33. Even though that E33 came out of nowhere, like Final Fantasy VII has had huge huge staying power and is like absolutely its own franchise. You know, we had Final Fantasy VII in 1997. We had Advent Children sometime in the mid-2000s. We had Crisis Core and that Vincent Valentine game. We had that remake. We have that remake series going on right now. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is easily its own franchise. So that's my answer, and I was hoping to take as long as the poll did, but I have to kill about 1 more minute. Although the poll looks like it's at 50%. Man, I suppose I should vote, huh? It's hard. It's a hard vote. I don't know if I'm going to vote in time. Final Fantasy VII says, or Eric MD says, FF7 nailed its marketing and managed to snag both the Final Fantasy fans and a ton of the non-typical Final Fantasy fans. It's true. It's absolutely true, and I think it had the benefit of the technology change from cartridge-based games to CD-based games, because people saw those graphics and were like, what the heck? And I'm going to try to find the commercial, and iMewtwo is going to laugh. Yeah, iMewtwo is going to laugh really hard when he sees these commercials. Okay, that's not part of the commercial. Okay.
An evil empire is sucking the life force from the planet, destroying all that's in its path. It's up to one soldier of fortune to save the world. If he succeeds, you survive. If he fails, you can always hit the reset button.
Oh yeah.
Final Fantasy VII.
I think it's a compilation.
Beyond the edge of reality lies a story of ultimate conquest, a story of war and friendship, a story of a love that can never be, and a hatred that always was. And now, the most anticipated epic adventure of the year will never come to a theater near you. Final Fantasy VII.
I remember some of these lines.
More than 200 animators and programmers. A multi-million-dollar production. Over 2 years in the making. And a cast of thousands. They said it couldn't be done in a major motion picture. They were right. Final Fantasy VII.
PlayStation.
Oh, different music. What is this? This music isn't from the game. It's a Japanese commercial. Oh, it's not a news track. Okay. Oh my god. Really? They're showing the programming in... Was that C?
Final Fantasy VII. Stone.
PlayStation.
All right, I want to point out some differences here between the North American and the Japanese commercials here. You know, you look at like the North American commercial, and you see this, right? And you're like, heck yeah, that looks awesome. Look at these super awesome graphics, right? The thing is, when you actually play the game, it looks nothing like this. And in the Japanese commercial, they actually show you what the game looks like, which I thought was like a very jarring contrast. Because the game looks a lot more like this. And that. Yeah, it looks a lot more like those two things than the game looks like that. Just to kind of hammer it down, just to show you a little bit more. The game totally looks like this. Oh god, they stretched it. Why did they stretch the aspect ratio? Like, think about what it was like to be a kid and to see those super awesome commercials, and then to play the game, and then it looks like this. Why is that yellow? What the heck version of the game is this? Font looks off. Is this a different translation? What? Yeah. No. Anyway, the game looks more like that and not like this. Yeah, painted keys, me too. Me too. Me too. Billy says the Switch version looks cool. Yeah, the Switch version of 7 Remake and Rebirth are totally rad. How's it going next, Amy? Good to see you. Yeah, certainly emulated gameplay. Yeah, it definitely looked off. I'll talk to Game Ask if you can even make custom pottery in that one. I have no idea. Probably not. But yeah, and then as for the poll, what did you guys say? Let's see. Few results. Which game is better music, Final Fantasy VI or Chrono? 6 of you voted Final Fantasy VI. 6 of you voted Chrono. No, I think it's a version of the game that had a patch on it because the Steam version is based off of the PC version, and I played the heck out of both the PlayStation and the PC versions. Also, the translation was different. Well, if you could have voted equally good, you would have. Yeah, I mean, they're really hard to compare. All right, well, we have one song left in the queue. Thank you for today's discussion about the best video game music soundtrack of all time. Yeah, Nier has a really good soundtrack. Nier is pretty solid. I need to play that game someday. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but seems pretty rad. All right, we have one song left in the queue. And I think, yeah, it's one of the benefits of having a really large soundtrack is that you are bound to have a few bangers every now and then. We should be raid. All right, I think we're gonna raid after I play this next song. Let's see. This music's not a music stream. I want to read the music stream. Let's see. That's an IRL gig. Okay, they're having stream troubles. I'll talk no game ask. What games are the heel of video game music? You mean like which games have bad video game music? What, like the worst, like notoriously bad? I mean, I'll offer a suggestion. I'll nominate a game soundtrack for being really bad. For one of the worst video game soundtracks, I nominate Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I had this game as a kid, and I totally hated the music. Let me show you what the game looks like. Sorry, Peter Stone. Yeah, me too. This is like the only hype track. My God. Anybody play this game? I was totally, like, huge into Captain Planet when I was a kid, and, as a result, I had this game on Nintendo. He's got to take out the oil tanker. Jane says, I did not know this game existed. Yeah, yeah. Eric MG, they did have a ship in the show. This is the Geo Cruiser. So the way this game works is that you can switch between the different Planeteer powers, which you can see at the top left. You know, and then it's also possible to upgrade the powers. You know, wind shoots little things. Eric MG, so right now the person playing the game actually is playing as the Planeteers. They are all in the ship playing the Planeteers. They're playing as the Planeteers. Eric MG asks, what does Heart do? So, what Heart does is when you come across wild animals, and you'll see it in the next level, Heart makes them do good things for you. Yeah. Heart makes wild animals do very good things for you. That's all Heart does, and I'll show you when it comes down to it. Yeah. My God, I hate this game. Sure, yeah. Alright, let's, God. Alright, so this is the boss of the, yeah, this is the boss of the level. I should note that if you get hit, you die. So now, the Planeteers are gonna, you know, combine all their powers and summon Captain Planet, and you get to play as Captain Planet for a level. Anybody remember passwords? So whenever you're in like the Planeteer vehicles, you know, the gameplay, it's a side-scrolling shooter, basically. But then when you play as Captain Planet, it's more of a exploratory, like navigate through this maze type level, which you'll see here. Oh my God, back to the stupid song. Now, Captain Planet, unlike the Geo Cruiser, can survive multiple hits. I'm pretty sure his life bar is the same as the power bar that you see on the top left. And then if he touches pollution, he gets hurt. God, this game is so boring. I think if you play through this game and you hear this song like over and over and over again, you'll understand why I can't stand the soundtrack. And there they captured Pogwash Gridley or whatever his name is. Alright, so the next level you'll get to see what the heart power does. So here you need to stop these trucks from dumping toxic waste into Yellowstone National Park. Because if they do, they're going to poison the park. I don't know Eric MG. I don't know my Captain Planet lore. It's been like 30 plus years. Yeah, so there you can see that you're in this helicopter, and you got to like figure out how to stop this truck from dumping water into the river. And you do it by placing a rock in front of the truck. Well, like how are you supposed to figure that out as a kid? Also, it's really interesting that the trucks slow down when you get closer to the ground. I don't fully understand it. Yeah, so there, you see he used the power of heart on the bear. So the bear is going to run really, really fast. And it slows down the truck for you. Yeah, for those of you who missed it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. One more time. This is what heart does. So the truck takes off. You use power heart on the bear. That's right. It's not even a gas tanker, Burnt Vandal. It's a tanker holding toxic waste. Yeah. And there's that, and there's that again. I mean, Eric MG, what you're describing is me. Also, I guess here, on this level, the power of heart, reminds you of Underwater Mario, yeah. You might have seen an octopus holding on to the bottom of a tanker somewhere. I think that's something else that heart does. Oh, is this more heart stuff? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, the game sucks. Actually, I wonder. Kind of curious. Captain Planet. Games. Okay. Nintendo. Would this not be on Metacritic? Is it game rankings? Which I think is actually Metacritic. Okay, explore games. See all. Okay. Alright, best game. Can I just search games? Like, Captain Planet. What? Oh. Captain Planet Nintendo. Okay, I guess Metacritic doesn't have it. Never mind. All right, we have one last song in the queue, which is Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog, and then we are going to go raid. We should be raid. Let's see. Let's raid Han Solo 1390, who is making music. All right, here's Green Hill Zone. And then we're going to go ahead out. Thank you, Taladar and Eric MG and Nalani for hanging out and raiding and making sure everybody's behaving. Thank you for the raids, Neptune Music and Painted Key. And there's one more. And Dustin for for bringing your communities over for everything horrible. Yep. Thank you for helping out, Eric MG and Taladar. And then I will see you tomorrow in like 12 hours or so. All right, here's a Green Hill Zone. Saw some painted keys. everybody go follow Pinecone. Why is Magfest streaming? Pinecone plays games. Alright, we're gonna go raid Han Solo. So, yeah, everybody have a good rest of your day. See you later.